So usually we all look forward to a little bit of southern hospitality, but in this game, you'll probably find none. The Swine is a short horror experience that explores isolation, witchcraft, and unforeseen consequences in your rural homestead. This is currently sitting at 247 very positive reviews since 2020, and it is by Vincent Lade, who is the developer and publisher. It falls under casual indie horror, action, and survival horror. And Vincent Lade has many games, by the way, under their belt, including games like Death Bloom Episode 1 and Episode 2. So if these are games that you're really into, they look cool, they sound cool, I encourage you to wishlist the games on Steam to help support the developers, or even buy it and play it for yourself. Right now, the Swine is only $1.99 USD, so you really can't go wrong there. Or you could go for the full bundle of 5 items, 5 games from Vincent Lade himself. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into The Swine. The Swine. It's all about coming down with the flu. Disturbed would be proud. Just getting down with the sickness. Played out joke, but I'm going to keep doing it. The Fool, Monday, 8:45 a.m. Yeah, Arcana cards actually come into play quite a bit in this game from what I'm noticing.
Hey there. About time you woke up. I'm going to take a quick shower. Can you start breakfast?
Sure thing.
While you were asleep, we had a visitor this morning.
There's no one out here for miles. Who was it?
A young woman. She looked a bit dirty, to be honest.
Oh, her car broke down?
Maybe. She asked if she had permission to enter and to use our phone. I said sure, but she didn't end up using it when she was in the kitchen.
I wish you didn't let her in. She sounds like a drifter.
Maybe. She left shortly afterwards. She also gave me a card, and I thought it was a business card, but it's some kind of drawing. I left it on your desk in the living room.
Already a great start to our week off.
Interesting. So, woman randomly comes. It sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like the family from Texas Chainsaw Massacre visiting your farm instead of the other way around. Oh, look at this game. Good Lord, it is very cinematic. They went all out with the lighting, too. And, like, particle effects and stuff. Yes, you know, that is something that came across my mind as well. She sounds like a vampire the way she has to enter. It's almost like, yeah, she didn't want to use the phone, but she needed the permission to enter so she could step on, like, onto the premises. So, yeah, that's intriguing, right? God, look at the details, though. This is really looking nice. Hot damn. Wife in the shower. My girlfriend is in the bathroom. I don't want to disturb her. Sure. I like the music, too, so far. I mean, I'm always a big sucker for just solo piano or, like, acoustic guitar. May I come in and suck your blood? Exactly, right? It's that's the underlining there.
Didn't touch anything.
Hope that freak didn't touch anything. Jeez. I'll watch TV after breakfast. Oh, that's where the TV room is, evidently. Oh, great, I can drink a beer. Actually, does anyone else know someone or people that ended up, like, collecting certain, like, special collection beer cans and stuff? Like, I had an uncle who was a pretty hefty drinker of beer, and he would have those, like, on his bookshelves and stuff. He would have, like, a random beer can with a shit ton of dust on it, and it would have been from, like, some, like, Coors Light event or something like that. Something weird. Evidently, it is a thing. A strange visitor. A hella sunny day. Oh, okay. We have inventory. Interesting. Nice. So when we hit tab, we get the inventory, but we also get sort of notes or thoughts. Some strange girl visited the house today, apparently to use our phone, though she didn't seem all that interested once inside. My girlfriend Amy said she left some kind of card with her before leaving. Yeah, cans just feel a little weird. This is actually a nice house, though. I like this. Nothing I need in the basement. Okay. God, it really wants me to just go to my desk, and I'm like, no. I refuse. I'm looking at all the details. Random pizza. Morning pizza. Love it. Toast and pizza. Go to your desk, mister. Think about what you did. Ooh. Wow, I love the creaking. That's so nice, actually. I feel like you only really get creaking in floorboards when it's a horror game that involves sound where, like, the killer hears it and will chase you. But you don't really hear it otherwise. It's such a nice little audio cue. Nice little bit of immersion there. Tarot card. The Fool. She left us an old tarot card? Can't say that I was expecting this. A little insignia on the back. Okay. Task complete. The Fool. An innocent spirit begins his journey. Oh, God. We were innocent, but evidently not anymore. Do some yard work later. Uh-oh. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Is that supposed to happen on the screen? Bug or feature? Ah. Tuesday, 3:10 a.m. The High Priestess.
Honey, wake up. It's freezing in here.
The power's off.
That's not a good sign.
I'll check the circuit breaker in the basement. That should get the heat and lights back on.
I think
Thanks.
the lantern is still in the large dresser with the rest of the storage stuff.
So far, I like the audio. I like the lighting in the game. Visuals are very nice. The voiceover is a little flat, but okay. I've definitely heard way worse. So supposedly we were in bed with our girlfriend, to which has fully disappeared. Oh no, she's in the bathroom. Oh, that's a good way of, I like that. That's a good way of not having to put a model in for, or an asset for the girlfriend. Just be like, ah, she's in the bathroom. Ah, oh, there we go. Picked up an old lantern. Fantastic. We sometimes use it camping. This should come in handy on my way to the basement. Oh, that's an interesting way of handling it. Okay. Oh, okay. So when you're in the inventory, the game does not pause. So that's good to know, because you can still see movement. Okay. Now might not be the time for it totally is. You can just use your imagination, fool. It's a lot safer than going to the basement right now, I'll tell you what. Oh yeah, that's not good. That is, I'm hearing footsteps. That's totally not good. Extra virgin olive oil. Great. Like the very first time, extra virgin olive oil. God, the darkness in this game, man, it's intimidating. Random. The darkness just like engulfs you. Down here, we're hearing breathing. Oh, yeah, that's creepy. Yippers. Hi.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
I don't eat ham. Really, don't do any of the ham. I don't eat pork. Oh, God, we're glitching out. Swat the piggy lady.
I don't want anything from you. Just get out of my house.
Did she say something? I definitely didn't hear anything. I can't move.
No. I understand.
What? This is as close as we can get, by the way, to this pig woman. Also, it's interesting, the body's in black and white, but the mask is in full color. That's an interesting choice. And I'm guessing she's using telepathy to speak to us, even though we don't hear the voice at all. Even though we're playing as the character you think we would, but interesting. I love the breathing. Hearing it from over there in the corner, whoa. So she told us to do something. And now we can move again. It's weird but interesting, it's true. There is an air of mystery of like what's happening, but it's also weird because we're controlling that character, which makes you feel a little more disconnected. Okay. See, at first I thought these people were just like normal everyday people with pig masks because I saw the marketing for it. But the shit moving on down there by itself? Okay. Wow. That's such a great image, by the way. Peer around the door and just see that. And then to know like, oh, okay. And then you go, oh shit, there's another one. And that lean, that creepy lean. Very, very good. Very nice imagery. Very horror movie-esque. Yeah, I'm not sure on why things are moving on their own, how they can speak to us through telepathy, I guess. And the glitching of our vision.
I don't want to go over there. I know what I need to do.
I wanna. The lamp has jiggle physics. Are they gonna make us kill our wife? Or girlfriend, I should say. Is that what's gonna happen? Or beer cans, what is wrong with you? Either drink them and throw them away, or throw them away. The Tower, Wednesday, 2:56 p.m. This really is like a weird, like, episode of, like, The Twilight Zone or something. With vibes of Texas Chainsaw.
My head is killing me. Did I turn the power back on?
Bruh.
I don't remember coming back to bed.
And the girlfriend's dead.
Honey.
Nope.
There's a strange smell coming from downstairs. Can you check it out?
Nope.
I can't find where it's coming from, but it gets worse by the basement door.
So far, I could see this as like a short film. Really weird cinematic elements to it. Not weird cinematic, but like they're weird and they're cinematic. Let me put it that way. Oh, the music's playing. How is it that old-timey music is always creepy? How does it pull it off? I don't understand. There's something about old-timey music that is just hella creepy anytime it's played. Hell, even BioShock utilized that a lot. Oh, now we can get into the bathroom. Well, we're ready for the great TP Wars of 2024. Let's go. We have not seen the girlfriend, only heard the voice. Which, if you're an indie developer trying to save on utilization of animation and assets, you know, that costs time and money, it's fair. I think they're going about it in a smart way, at least. They just happen to always be in the bathroom. Grimy VHS tape. Ugh. Great. A grime-covered VHS tape might still be able to play it in the VC. I don't think you want to. I think that's pretty fucking dumb. We can go outside. Hold on. I gotta check this out. Anne of Green Gate. What is up with all the classic books? Interesting. This is very cool looking too. Simple, but like really nice. This is the house we need you to watch. It appears to be just a man and a woman. They seem to be in sound body and mind without much connection to the outside world. We need to know how isolated they are out here. They are the most viable out of all the houses we've been watching. Alistair will be quite pleased if this goes right. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so some sort of like weird cult is watching them because they're so isolated? That's not good. You know, out of everything that's more old-timey, and then all of a sudden you come up to this. That's kind of funny. It's actually interesting, too, that we come across that note, and our character has no response to that. Like, yeah, whatever, kind of figures. Okay, I need to stay home. So we have the VHS tape. We just need to find the TV to put it in. Was there one in the basement or is there one upstairs? Oh, no, that's right. The TV room's upstairs. That's right. Silent Thrill. Nice. How did they pull off the PlayStation logo on there? The Nightmare on Chandos Street. From the makers of Chillis Heart and Puppet Puzzle, a quiet little town with dark secrets. Ooh. Hey, Deathbloom, which happens to be Vincent's prior game. Looky. Wow, you are picky as shit. Power down first. Don't just put the VHS in. Jeez. Fine. I own Silent Thrill and Deathbloom. Fantastic. Oh, who's up for Atari? Am I hitting the button? Play. Oh, that's our place. Great. They've been watching since 2020. That's not creepy at all. How would people feel if you came across this? You find a VHS tape in your house, and this is what's on it. I wonder if you don't see the girlfriend because she's either dead or not real. She's in your head. Ooh. That would be interesting. I mean, the note clearly says that there's a woman here, but is she still there? Because we don't see her. 4735. I'm calling the cops and moving if you came. Hell yeah. Get the out. So 4735 in blood on the wall. But we didn't see it on the wall, which is interesting. Watch, it's down there now as I say that. Can we? Amy's in the bathroom again. So about this whole Amy in the bathroom thing, I'm gonna guess that code is for the shed. I'm not white enough to stay and investigate. That's fair. The Korean side goes, nope. Nope, real hard. So wait, we didn't know the code to our own shed, but they did? And they got in, and now we have an axe and a pig mask. Are we one of the people we're seeing? Now I'm even more intrigued. And a little more scared for Amy.
I remember now.
What?
God, my head is killing me. I can't do this. No. I have to. Those
Do you, though?
things that girl said, I can't let them happen.
What did she say? Because we weren't privy to that conversation, even though we're you. I can't seem to swing the axe or anything. I remember now, she needs to go. Those things that girl said in the basement, I can't let them happen. If I do this, it will all go away. Uh-oh. Oh, the family's all here. Well, almost. Oh, there we go. Nope, wait. Wait, that's another one. Yeah, that's another dude right there. We don't see the skinny one, though. Billy Bob, we don't see him. The tower. With blood on it. Ooh, good. A symbol of pure chaos. Are we becoming one of them? One of them? Where's skinny dude?
Sweetie?
No.
Are you sleeping?
Don't do it. Don't you do it. I'm breaking your Atari if you do it. Let's turn that off. Save on power, you know? Uh-oh.
Hey, honey, did you find out where that smell was coming from?
Actually, no. I don't think we ever did see what was causing the smell. Friday, 2 days later, 9:15 p.m. Not entirely sure. This is The Swine by Vincent Lade.
So nauseous. Did I have a nightmare? This air is so heavy. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Why? Why would I? What did that creature say to me? Who are these people? Every time I start to remember, it slips away. Like someone turning a light on and off. I lock the basement door. Something's not right down there.
The bathroom door is locked, but we don't say to ourselves that Amy is in there. So that's good to know. That's very specific. Because every other time it said Amy was in the bathroom. This time, no. Oh, yeah, you can see the table, the chairs were all moved. Living room's been moved around as well. Things knocked over, stacked on top of each other. Looks like they were trying to block that door with the furniture. This door's wide open, but also blocked by more stuff. There's a note here. Alistair is getting sicker by the month. He'll need a new body sooner than expected. I don't know why we can't just do this now. The Chariot. So we have this like cult or something, and each person is known by a specific tarot card. And on top of that, they specifically were going after this couple because they were so recluse. They were so much just about doing their own thing and staying isolated. Down south, no one really bugs them. People are miles away. And it sounds like this Alistair person needs a new body. Like they're doing some sort of spirit transfer or something. Because we know that they play around in something supernatural. Which is why they can speak through telepathy. And why they can move stuff around with their minds, right? There was a guy outside. Oh, this will be fun. He said the vessel must be willing. Be more patient and wait for the correct moment. The Hanged Man. Oh, yeah, look right there. A couple right there. 1 and 2. Shit. They are watching. Oh, yeah, and a guy right there. Oh, man. God, it's amazing how they're not doing anything aggressive, but just standing there so confidently in a place where they don't belong. It's creepy. It's really unnerving. Old key. I saw him, not the couple, though, the creepy fuckers. There's still the woman. There's a woman with a with blonde hair, I think, that we haven't seen yet. And then the skinny guy. Why do we go so fast when we're crouched? Look at this. This is us standing, and suddenly we're Speedy Gonzalez. Look at this. Damn, I'm just walking like this the entire time. Another pig mask. So they want us to basically be Alistair's vessel, I'm guessing. Boy, they really fucked this place up. Took doors off of the hinges, threw furniture around. Something's missing from the door. What is missing from the door? The key? An old key, I can't remember what it opens. So we need to figure out what this old key is used for. Is it for the bathroom? It is. Oh, shit. Yeah, Amy was in the bathroom, but not so much anymore, I'm guessing. Or if she is, she's in pieces. Blood on the floor, blood on the wall. Blood seriously on the wall there. Oh my god. Tarot card, 5 of Cups. The heart grieves for things lost to circumstance. We hear whispering. We can't seem to interact with anything here, though. Interesting. So we have household tape, but we don't know what it's for. Oh, we can combine it with something. Okay. Some tape from the tool shed, combinable with the tarot card. Is that what's going to help us? Yeah. We had to tape the tarot card to the door. Interesting. Yeah, something spiritual. That's very interesting. Okay. That's not how doors work, but okay, right? Then we come down here, and we see the axe with blood underneath it, though, not on it. There are some details that are a little weird, mostly with the blood. Okay, this bookshelf is all wrecked up now. Red paint axe. Oh, there's the body. Oh, boy. Ah, we're glitching. I can't move. Someone murdered the axe. Wah, wah, wah. You hate when that happens, you know? Someone just murdering a good weapon like that. I found the source of the smell, Amy. It's you. Oh, God, that's true. Were we just hearing Amy in our head this whole time? Probably, right?
I understand now. I was a fool.
Now you're Alistair. Or is Alistair going into the murdered girlfriend's body? I would assume not, because it's pretty well damaged, but... Yeah, transformation. I spent all night in the basement. What did those pig-faced people do to me? Was it because of those cards? That kind of magic shouldn't be real. Batatees. Batatees. What the fuck are y'all doing to this place? Jesus, they just keep moving shit around. Interior designers, you are not. Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is my shithole. Slowly barricading you into the house. They really are, though. I mean, it's clever. It's clever by the developer, but it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I need you to come. This is not okay. The vessel's ready for Alistair. Make sure the others have made appropriate arrangements at the church, the Moon. We're going to the church and we're gonna get possessed.
Leave me alone.
Uber?
I did what you wanted.
I know they're out there. Then what the fuck are we doing? Oh, that's right. We zoom if we crouch. Oh, dude. That was so good. You start walking away and all of a sudden you hear that door open, look around, and there's that guy there. Oh, man. That was great. I was actually not expecting that. Catch me, pig man. Bet you won't. It's Mormons. Never mind. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. At first, I thought he was going to chase us, and I'm like, okay, well, he isn't, so never mind. I guess we have to walk up to him.
Is this my vessel? No. He looks plenty ready. Prepare the ceremony.
That was good. That was some nice animation, too. That run was legit. That looked really good. Okay, so we have the whole pig family here. And I think that's our girlfriend with the axe on top of her. And this is, well, us. Still crouched,
Transfer
by the way.
my spirit upon this vessel. Let the left hand embrace and nestle.
This is such a cool image.
Have their spirit break and pine. Let this body bend and become mine.
I mean, I'm pretty flexible. I can bend if you want me to. Oh, there's someone over there, too. Oh, and there. God, there's a fair amount of them. Oh, so is the glitching is Alistair trying to enter into our body? One of us, one of us, one of us. Wow. You know, I'm really impressed. This was short and sweet. It didn't overstay its welcome. It did a lot of explanation just through setup of the different scenarios. So it told the game well. It was creepy. It, like, you have questions still, even after everything, but it's okay that none of them are really answered. You do get some answers, right? At least get a sense of kind of who they are in a way, loosely, and then also the fact of just what just happened. Now, we don't know about how they got their powers or anything like that. But that's not really the point, right? We went for that journey, and in the end, I feel satisfied with that, right? I feel like, oh, that was an interesting trip. I still have questions, but it's okay that I don't have answers to them, which is not easy to do. It really isn't. That was cool. I liked that quite a bit, actually. It was creepy. It had good storytelling. It set a really good mood just with environment and placement of characters. And them not doing anything was actually one of the scariest things until they did something, until they took action, until that big guy charged us, right? And it made that so much scarier. Whereas so many horror games try to like squeeze in all these jump scares, you don't have to do that. And that is shown clearly in this game. Silence can be just as eerie as action or just as scary as action. And so all of a sudden when you do take an action, there's so much more emphasis to it. There's so much more weight. That's why sometimes too, especially in theater and film, it's important for actors to remember that when you're angry, for example, or you want to set a tone of precedence, you don't have to scream all the time. You can actually bring it down, lower the energy, and be very, very to the point, very sharp with your words, and come across just as intimidatingly. And so that way, when the character does become big and does become loud, it really takes you back. It's so much more enjoyable of a ride for the audience, and this game shows that concept in spades. So I really like that. It makes me want more. It makes me want to understand the world more that this creator, this developer has put together. But like, I'm quite impressed. It's a very beautiful game. It's a very cinematic game. Voiceover's okay. You know, it could have been worse. It could have been better, but it was solid enough, especially for an indie title. Someone, you know, taking it on themselves as a solo developer. And it was a really interesting story. And it didn't involve a ton of jump scares and a ton of chasing. And still you felt uneasy. It felt very unnerving until the end. So that was neat. I really, really did like this quite a bit. So there you go. That is The Swine by Vincent Lade. So check it out for yourself. It's under $2 USD on Steam right now. Play it for yourself. Wishlist it. Grab it, you know, eventually. Whatever it may be. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride with me. And I will see you in the next video.